All right, let's dive into something kind of puzzling today. We're talking about Japan,
Okay.
known for being like a tech leader,
Uh-huh.
but it seems like they're falling behind in the whole AI race thing.
Interesting.
We've got a ton of articles and research piled up, and by the time we're done with this deep dive,
Okay.
you'll understand why this isn't so straightforward.
Yeah.
It's kind of like having this super tricked out sports car,
Mm-hmm.
but it's stuck in first gear.
Oh, that's a great analogy. Yeah, the Tortoise AI Index, it ranks countries based on their, AI strength,
Right.
puts Japan at 12th overall, which, I mean, that's not terrible, right?
No.
But when you think about Japan and its history of innovation,
You'd expect them to be higher.
yeah, you'd think they'd be way up there. And here's the thing. They're actually 6th in AI infrastructure.
Hmm.
So that means they have all the pieces, right?
The building blocks.
But they're not putting it all together as quickly as other countries.
Yeah, so it's like they've got the potential, but they're hitting some roadblocks.
Yeah.
One article even mentioned that even though they're high in infrastructure,
Right.
they're way lower when it comes to actually using AI commercially, doing AI research. And the government's kind of lagging on AI strategy too.
It makes you wonder why, right? What's holding them back?
Yeah. It's not just about having all the fancy new tech. It's about how you apply it to make a difference.
Exactly.
One thing I was thinking about, we hear about all those Japanese companies,
Yeah.
Sony, Toyota, Nintendo, all the big ones.
Huge companies.
Are they even using AI?
Oh, yeah. A lot of them are actually really involved in AI development,
Okay.
but maybe with a slightly different focus. Like, take Fujitsu, for example. They've got, over 1,400 AI-related patents.
Wow.
And they're using AI in things like logistics and customer service. Then you have, NTT, Hitachi, Canon, big names.
Right.
They're all using AI in their products and services, too.
Okay, so it's not like they're ignoring AI completely.
Definitely not.
Is it maybe their approach to AI
Yeah.
that's different, And that's what's slowing them down.
Could be a few things.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because they focus more on hardware than software. Japan's always been amazing at robotics and electronics, which are very hardware-centric.
Right.
But AI, especially this generative AI everyone's talking about, it really relies on software development, particularly deep learning. That's where they might need to, shift gears a bit.
So maybe they need to invest more in that software development side of things to really catch up.
Yeah, exactly.
What about the government?
Oh, good point.
Are they doing anything to push AI development in Japan?
Actually, they have a pretty ambitious plan. They call it Society 5.0.
Okay.
Their vision is for this super smart society
Sounds fancy.
where technology, including AI, is woven into every aspect of life. Think a sci-fi movie
I like it.
where AI helps solve all these problems.
So they've got the vision.
Yeah.
We know they have the resources.
Oh.
They've got the talent.
Oh, yeah, they definitely have brilliant minds over there.
What's missing them?
Well, one challenge is they're actually predicted to have a huge shortage of engineers. Almost 800,000 engineers short by 2030.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot of missing brain power.
Yeah.
And then there's the issue of these large language models, or LLMs. These are the engines behind things like ChatGPT.
Powerful stuff.
Super powerful, but they need a ton of computing power to train. And Japan right now doesn't really have the privately owned supercomputers that you need for this.
So it's almost like a chicken and egg situation.
Yeah.
They need more powerful AI to catch up.
Right.
But they also need that infrastructure and workforce to support it.
Exactly. It's a tricky spot to be in.
Yeah.
But it's not like they're just sitting around, though.
Okay, good.
They're starting to take steps to address these challenges, and that's what we'll dig into next.
All right, let's get to it then.
Okay.
So they're not just throwing in the towel.
No.
What are they doing to actually close that gap?
Well, one big thing is they're starting to use Fugaku.
Fugaku.
That supercomputer.
Oh, yeah.
One of the most powerful in the world.
Right?
To develop those LLMs we were talking about.
Those large language models.
Exactly. Those are key for this advanced generative AI.
It's good that they're putting that amazing resource to work.
Yeah.
But one supercomputer, even one as powerful as Fugaku,
True.
it can only do so much, right?
Right.
What else are they doing?
Oh, they're not stopping there.
Good.
They're actually putting almost $50 million
Wow.
into a brand new supercomputer.
Okay.
This one's going to be in Hokkaido,
Hmm.
and it's dedicated to generative AI.
Sounds like they mean business.
Oh, yeah. This is a big sign they're serious about catching up.
That's a big investment.
Definitely.
Sounds like the government is really putting their money where their mouth is.
Totally. And they're not just focusing on hardware either.
Oh.
The education ministry.
Okay.
They're actually leading a project to develop a special AI tool specifically for helping scientists generate new hypotheses.
Oh, wow.
They're starting with medicine.
Makes sense.
And get this, they've allocated like $210 million per research field for this.
That's incredible. Just imagine a tool
Right.
that can analyze mountains of data
Yeah.
and suggest totally new research ideas.
It's a game changer.
Could revolutionize how we do science.
Absolutely.
But it's not just government initiatives, right?
It's not.
What's happening in the private sector?
Well, Japanese companies are stepping up too.
Okay.
Like SoftBank and NTT,
Mm-hmm.
they're developing their own generative AI solutions.
So it's not just the tech giants either.
No.
Companies like Toyota and Honda,
Yeah.
those more traditional companies.
They're using AI too
Oh, cool.
to boost productivity and efficiency in their factories.
So both the public and private sector pushing for AI innovation.
Exactly.
That's good to see.
It is.
Is there any specific area where Japan's really trying to make their mark?
You know, one area that's interesting is their investment in these advanced memory chips.
Right.
There's this consortium called Rapidus,
Rapid.
backed by big companies like Sony,
Mm-hmm.
and they're putting a massive $36 billion into mass producing these chips
Wow.
by 2027.
Okay.
And their goal is to overtake South Korea in semiconductor production.
That's ambitious.
Oh, yeah. Talk about aiming high.
It shows they're serious about being a major player in tech globally.
For sure, but it's not all about being the next Silicon Valley, right?
Right.
Japan seems to have a different approach to AI.
Yeah, they do.
Remember Society 5.0?
Yeah.
It's not just about having the coolest technology.
It's about using it for good.
Exactly. They want to use AI to help solve those big societal challenges.
Like improving healthcare, making life better.
Yeah, and one example is their work with robots,
Oh, yeah, robots.
an area Japan's always excelled in.
Yeah, those giant industrial robots you see in factories.
Yeah.
But they're doing more than just that, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Their vision for robotics goes way beyond that.
Okay.
They're developing robots that can be companions
Companions.
to people with dementia.
Wow.
Think about that. A
Yeah.
robot that
Yeah.
can interact with someone who has memory loss,
Mm-hmm.
engage them in conversation,
Wow.
even help them with daily tasks.
It's amazing that technology could be used
Yeah.
to address such a personal and challenging issue.
It really is. It's like technology is becoming more human-centered.
Yeah.
And it's not just for healthcare either. They're also developing robots to help people with disabilities who might be feeling lonely,
Oh, wow.
to help them feel more connected and included in society.
It's really heartwarming to see.
It is.
They're focusing not just on the technology, but also on the social impact.
Definitely.
What other applications are they looking at?
Well, remember we talked about their expertise in robotics.
Yeah.
They're now putting AI into those industrial robots.
So even more efficient?
Yeah, like a whole new generation of super efficient machines.
Cool.
These AI-powered robots are being used in agriculture for things like planting and harvesting, and some restaurants are even using them to cook pasta.
AI chefs.
I know, right? Gotta see that in action.
They're really pushing the limits with this stuff.
They are, and it's not just big companies either.
Right. We saw those Japanese startups
Yeah.
working on AI across a bunch of different areas.
Exactly. We saw examples in healthcare helping with diagnoses and treatment plans, in finance for things like fraud detection and risk assessment,
Wow.
and in retail for personalized shopping recommendations and managing inventory.
It's a really diverse landscape.
It is. It's really exciting to see.
So even though they might have started a little late,
Yeah.
they're catching up fast.
Their investments in these supercomputers and their focus on developing their own AI talent and their commitment to building up this startup ecosystem.
Yeah.
It's all really paying off. And what's really interesting is how they're using their existing strengths, like, you know, their robotics and manufacturing expertise,
Right.
and combining those with this cutting-edge AI tech.
Yeah.
It's not just about copying what other countries are doing.
They're doing their own thing.
Exactly, forging their own path.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's like a reminder that AI is really diverse.
It is.
And different countries are approaching it in their own way.
For sure, based on their culture, their tech, their needs as a society.
It makes it a really exciting field to follow.
Totally. It's not just about who can build the most powerful AI.
It's about using AI to make a better future.
Exactly, for their people and for the world.
And Japan seems to be a good example of that.
Definitely, with all their tech skills and their focus on people.
They're one to watch for sure. We've covered a lot in this deep dive on Japan and AI.
We have.
This whole paradox, right?
Yeah.
You've got the infrastructure,
Yeah.
but they're slower in other areas.
Yeah.
And all the challenges,
Yeah.
like needing more AI engineers,
Mm.
building those powerful supercomputers.
Yeah.
But the thing that really stuck with me is how Japan's approaching this whole AI thing. It's not just a race to the top.
It's not.
It's about shaping a better society.
Exactly. And that vision of Society 5.0, right?
Yeah.
Where tech is just seamlessly part of life.
Seamlessly.
That's a big driver for their AI development. It's not just, oh, how can we be more efficient? How can we make more money?
Right.
It's how can we solve these social problems, improve healthcare, make life better for everyone?
They're thinking about the human side of it.
Yes, right from the start.
And it's not just talk, I mean. We saw those examples. Robots helping dementia patients.
Right.
AI tools helping scientists make breakthroughs.
Exactly. Combining that tech innovation with social awareness.
That's what makes Japan's AI story so interesting.
It really does. It's their own path.
It's like they're doing their own thing.
Totally. Not just copying everyone else. They're taking their values, their vision for the future, and using that to guide them.
And it's working. Maybe they were a little slower out of the gate.
Yeah.
But they're catching up fast.
They really are. Investing in those supercomputers, developing their own AI experts, building that startup scene, it's all paying off.
And they're smart about it, too. Using what they're already good at. Robotics, manufacturing,
Exactly.
world-class stuff.
And now they're adding AI to the mix. That's a whole new level.
A whole new level. Imagine it. AI robots in factories.
Yeah.
AI helping with surgery. AI managing our energy grids. It's kind of mind-blowing.
It is. It makes you wonder, what will Japan's AI scene look like in 5 years, 10 years?
Yeah.
Will they be this huge exporter of AI tech, rivaling the US, China?
Who knows?
Maybe they'll create entirely new industries, stuff they haven't even thought of yet.
Who knows? But one thing's for sure, they're a force to be reckoned with.
Absolutely. That unique approach, that determination, and wanting to use AI for good, you know?
It's inspiring. Japan's definitely a country to watch. And for everyone listening, we want to hear from you. As Japan keeps going on this AI journey, what impact do you think it'll have globally? What can other countries learn from them? And that big question, the one we always grapple with. What kind of future do we want in a world where AI is everywhere?
Yeah, it's a conversation we need to have. We're really interested to hear your thoughts.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep asking those tough questions.
Keep diving deep.